The following is an Outdoor Channel original production.
Previously on Scouting for Adventure, scouts from Dallas-based Troop 730 discovered new thrills right near their own backyards. From shooting on the range to chasing down the mighty alligator gar, these experiences are sure to inspire more journeys to come.
Okay, coming in the boat with one.
Haha, we got it.
Today, we head east to meet a new set of scouts along the Gulf in Fort Myers, Florida. A saltwater voyage awaits, with the boys pursuing snook, tarpon, and whatever else comes their way. So climb aboard and hold on tight. Scouting for Adventure is presented by Coleman. The Coleman campsite is the original social networking site. Boy Scouts Benjamin Atkinson and Adam Rosario of Troop 101 in Southwest Florida are about to hit the coastal waters for some saltwater fun. Both young men bring a positive influence to their troop.
We're based out of Fort Myers, Florida. Campouts are a lot hotter than up in the west. We don't really do a lot of hiking, but just a lot more things on the water. I've done a little kayak fishing, not a lot because I just got the kayak, but in any type of fishing's fun.
Benjamin happens to be our senior patrol leader. He's a very thoughtful young man. He's always challenging himself.
Every camp out, he's the life of the troop. He leads everybody, and he's a good mentor to look up to.
Adam is just full of enthusiasm. He has embraced scouting with a vigor that's very rare.
He's not really discouraged by a lot of challenges. He'll take it on if someone tells him to. I don't know how much fishing he's really done. I don't think he's done a lot.
I've caught some fish. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm an angler, but I know how to use a fishing pole. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge. I haven't been fishing in a while, and I've never really ever been deep sea fishing, so it should be a good experience.
Accompanied by Scoutmaster John Hendricks, the boys will descend on the Gulf in search of tarpon with deep sea fishing experts Captain Bo Johnson and First Mate Deidra Bridger.
What's up, dude?
Hello.
Ready?
How's it going? Yep.
Hey, good, Bo.
Hello.
Well, Captain Bo, he's captain, I'm the first mate. We work together as a great team. I help rig rods, bait hooks, cut chum, and just expedite the process he would have to do without me.
Our waters, we've got the crystal clear water. You can sight fish for redfish, snook, tarpon, cobia. You want it, we've got it right here. From big to small, families, trophy hunters. You can do it all, and you can do it all right here, right here.
There's plenty of activity on these waters. Captain Bo relays his experience and choice of bait as our boys anxiously await their first strike.
This time of year, the two predominant baits that we're gonna throw is gonna be one thread fins, it's like a shiner, and the other is your crabs. There's a perfectly rigged crab. Good job.
Thank you. All right, Crab, you ready to catch us a tarpon?
After we got out there, we saw a lot of tarpon, and there was a lot of them coming up to the surface and going back down and jumping.
There's a lot of anxiety waiting and just sitting there and waiting. And then once you hook the fish,
I saw Ben, and those bites are pretty powerful, jerk them forward a little bit.
Another one in your boat. Coming around your bow, Andy.
I probably could have landed it except for another boat. It got caught up and he went under another boat, took a bad turn and just got cut.
As you can see, deep sea fishing in Southwest Florida is big business. Our scouts must not only battle the fish, but other anglers afloat the crowded waters.
One thing about when you're fishing these schools of fish is you're not by yourself a lot of times, so there might be 3, 4, 5 boats. And if the fish turn on, and maybe yours isn't the only one that's gonna eat. So this guy got 8, this guy got 8, and you get 8 third. Well, guess what? Those 2 fish do this, and you go out the middle. You've got other lines, other fish, and other fishermen that you have to contend with.
Real. Yeah.
Second fish, I don't even think it was hooked to the fish. I think it was hooked to someone else's line.
Hey, drive up here on him, bro.
It felt like it was the fish, and I had my own fish. I thought it was, but it wasn't. It was a line, and that was really disappointing.
Yeah. Keep going. He's a long ways out here.
It just was. It was crazy out there, and that was fishing.
Wow.
Scouting for Adventure is presented by Coleman. The Coleman campsite is the original social networking site. And by Boys Life magazine and the Boy Scouts of America, celebrating 100 years of America's favorite boys magazine. To join Scouting or to subscribe to Boys Life magazine, go to boyslife.org. Our scouts from Troop 101 in Fort Myers are charting the waters of the Gulf under the guidance of Captain Bo Johnson with high hopes. But as with all fishing adventures, no catch is a sure thing.
When I got the phone call about getting to fish these scouts, I'm like, you know what? This is gonna be gravy. In the first 4 hours, we should be done with the tarpon. Figured we'd land 2, fight another 1 or 2, go catch 30 or 40 snook before lunch. After lunch, we'll run up in the harbor, jimmy jack on some jacks, catch 2 or 3 sharks. I mean, how hard can this be? Yeah, we were fishing, and it didn't actually go that way.
Yeah.
I have to say that when you're not getting bites, it kind of gets frustrating because you're like, you know, I want it, you know. And then you get that bite and you're reeling, and then you lose it, and it gets pretty disappointing.
Bad luck, I guess, today.
So far, it could change.
Yep, sure can.
The change that our scouts Benjamin and Adam were looking for did happen in the form of rain.
Oh, look at all that rain.
In Florida, it's unpredictable. The weather can change just like that in an instant. And you always want to be prepared. If you go on the water, it could just start raining and pouring.
Rain feels good.
A little light rain isn't enough to deter our scouts from Troop 101, so the crew returns to the water for some snook fishing, and that's when a secret comes out.
They offered me a banana this morning, so I said, all right.
Who?
The
Oh
camera
yeah,
guys.
they ate them too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they ate them too.
Yo,
Yeah. Hey.
You guys offered the bananas this morning? You know, man, been doing this a little while. And there's only 3 or 4 rules that most of us have on a boat. First and foremost, no bananas. Real simple. You don't eat a banana before you leave the house because it's still with you and you're on the boat.
I love bananas. Yummy in my tummy.
You know, I'm gonna tell you, that kid took a lot of razzing. Day 1 was all on his shoulders. The fish gods know you ate the banana.
After some instructive teachings from a pro like Captain Bo, the boys' luck began to turn in their favor.
Captain Bo, he's a good guy. Funny, interesting teacher, I have to say. But he's a very good teacher.
Yeah. Right. Remember where I told you to put your fingers?
Okay, right here.
Yep. Flip that. Yep. Put your hand down there. Come over your head and hold on to it. A little harder.
And we cast a couple times, but they just weren't biting.
kinda. Oh God. Didn't work so well. Chummed both the spots a lot. Didn't even know.
He's a monster. Look at the size of that.
Oh man.
I think if your buddy wouldn't have had the banana this morning, this thing could be like 12 pounds.
It was a little annoying, you know, kind of a little discouraging. But after a while, you know, you just get used to it. You know, that's just Captain Bo.
Nice.
I'm gonna get that stuff.
He's a good guy.
There he is.
There we go.
There we go.
There's one. There's one. A little snooky.
Nice. Woohoo! There you go, hold him up.
Ow. I told him like this. Alright.
Now it's my turn to catch a fish.
How you doing? He said it's bigger than mine.
Thanks.
Now I gotta catch a bigger one.
Banana boy!
Yes.
Wow.
All right.
After a day off the coast of Southwest Florida, Benjamin Atkinson and Adam Rosario from Troop 101 have a good understanding of the challenges involved with saltwater fishing. Today, our scouts will return to the water, but this time they'll navigate on kayaks with Scoutmaster Jack Lee and kayak guide Josh Harville.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Josh. Hi Ben, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm Adam.
Hey Adam, how's it going?
Hey Josh, I'm Jack.
Hey Jake, nice to meet you. How you doing? Yeah, this morning we're gonna head out and fish the northern end of Pine Island Sound. First thing we're gonna do is try to get out and catch some small juvenile tarpon in the 10 to 15 pound range. Right. And then head out onto the flats and see if we can't get into some redfish or trout or snook or whatever's out there eating this morning.
All right, yeah.
That sounds good.
All right, let's get this stuff unloaded and get out of here.
Let's do it. All right.
Get that out of the way.
A unique aspect of this adventure is the scouts will drive their vessels with their feet, not their hands, using a paddle system, which is perfect for fishing on flat water.
A couple things on the Hobie, it's all hands-free. We'll be fishing with our hands today. We won't have to paddle, it's all pedaling. What it is this slides down into the hole right there, and you flutter your feet back and forth like this.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And what it does is, when you get into shallower water, push one foot all the way forward and that unit will lay up against the bottom of the kayak like this. You can either grab your paddle and paddle from there, or you can flutter your feet back and forth like this just so it barely moves that unit and still be able to go forward. Of course you won't go as fast as normal, but you're still going forward. A couple other things here. This thing that says down here, this is for your rudder. What that does, you give this a nice hard pull and your rudder comes down. Here, with your left hand is where you steer. Turn it left, you're gonna go left. You turn that right, you're gonna go right. Here it says up. When you wanna bring that rudder up, you just give that a pull. That thing slides right back up into place.
Clever.
Like an airplane.
Just like an airplane, yeah, pretty much. Whenever you guys are ready, let's drag this one down to the water. It's ready to go, and we'll get the next one loaded up and out of here.
With their gear packed up and their life vests on, our crew is ready to take course and hunt down some baby tarpon.
All right, gentlemen, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
What are you doing, sir?
I enjoyed the kayaks. Pretty interesting device. It was cool. Me and Ben raced a couple times showing our maneuvers, you know, trying to cut off Jack and get in the middle. After we got out on the water, we hit the mangroves looking for small tarpon.
And what you want to do, work your way up around this corner here. There's a little opening between two islands you'll see when we get around the corner. Just work your way back towards that, casting out in front of you as far as you can.
Kayak fishing is a lot different than boat fishing from a bigger boat. When you kayak fish, you're closer down, it's harder to cast and stuff, so we had some kind of specialized equipment that was lighter and cast farther.
All we were catching was the grass. I said, just the floor. Every time you'd cast, it just hit the bottom, and then the weather rolled in.
What do you think, Josh, with this lightning? Do you think we should call it? Yeah, I think that'd probably be the safest bet. You know, we don't need to be out here with a bunch of lightning rods in our hands, and this storm looks like it's coming pretty quick, so we got about a 10-minute paddle back.
Okay.
We looked to the left of us, and there was just, the sky was black.
It's getting bad, and oh, it's close too. And we better wrap it up, because it's getting bad.
Everybody expected it to just slow down, but it just came right at us full force.
I capsized in one of my maneuvers to try to get a hatch closed up with a bag. Luckily, we got everybody back to shore, but it was quite a rain and a lot of gusting. Our guide, Josh, he said that was the worst blowing weather he's seen in 8 years, and I believe it was really coming down.
Scouting for Adventure is presented by Coleman. The Coleman campsite is the original social networking site. And by Boys Life Magazine and Boy Scouts of America, celebrating 100 years of the ultimate adventure for boys. To join Scouting or subscribe to Boys Life Magazine, go to boyslife.org. So far, the Scouts from Fort Myers Troop 101 have endured some trying times off Florida's Gulf Coast. From crowded, choppy fishing conditions to sudden summer storms, both Benjamin and Adam have handled these events with poise and optimism. Now, back with Captain Bo Johnson, the game plan is to teach our scouts how to throw a cast net for bait for tomorrow's trip.
We're gonna take both these kids today. You throw a cast net?
Once.
Once? Did you open it?
A little bit.
How big was it?
It was a small one, you know.
All right, we're gonna throw a 12-footer today. All right, Deidra, take me around, put me on that bait right there. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it, how to load it, and then I'm gonna make one throw, and then you guys are gonna go. Whenever you're looking for your thread fins, a lot of times, you know, they're gonna be around bars, you know, markers, tripod markers, things like that. So, anyway, what you guys wanna do?
Okay.
Guys, I take it, right hand, curl your rope up. This is called the horn. We're gonna lay the horn through my hand. I'm gonna make this a smaller net. It's real hard to throw 12 foot if it's hanging out. So I'll run that up, run my hand up, come back down about waist high, right? That's all I'm gonna do. Now, that's as big of the net as I'm gonna throw. What we'll do is we're gonna take half the net, just gonna kind of keep pulling it out, make sure no brails. I mean, this thing's caught a lot of bait in the last couple of days, and then you're gonna take this half and we're gonna roll it over my hand, okay?
Okay.
Now, we got a low side and we have a high side, right? We're gonna take the low side and we're gonna reach up, and just hanging down, we're gonna reach up. It's gonna actually be facing the bottom of the net. It's gonna face out, put it in your teeth. Then, we're gonna take my pinky, grab this, and I'm gonna set this into my hand. Always try to be upwind. See the weight on top?
then the net looks like that. And you're just gonna like throwing 2 frisbees. You're gonna lean it back, you're gonna rock the whole way to the net back, and you're gonna come forward and you're gonna throw it just like that at the same time. Step up just a little bit, you're gonna throw it right off that side right there, and I'm gonna get out of the way. All right, make me proud.
Oh, that's terrible.
It was a good first throw.
That was the heaviest casting that I've ever held, and it was very hard to get to open up. Captain Bo even said it was heavy, and that's that's Captain Bo.
Steady forward, steady back. It should all come together in one. Now.
Mine just flopped. I just went, and it hit the ground.
Okay. All right. It was bad. It was okay. But when you threw it, you went like this.
Okay, yeah.
And that's where the net went. He's like frisbees, remember? You're gonna throw it. You want it to open that way. So we let them throw it a couple times, but I think they got the ticket on how to load it up. And I think when they get home and throw a little smaller net, I think they're gonna do fine. Wow, look at all those threads. Anyway, that's your thread fin. That's what we're gonna use. It's actually nicer. I mean, I'd like to really, you know, have 50 or 60 in a throw. But the problem is when you end up with 200 or 300, and a lot of times we end up with so many in a throw that we roll them into a boat. What ends up happening is you scale all your baits. See, none of these baits are scaled. When you put big bunches of them in there, it scales them. When you put them in the live well, the fish will breathe in the scales and it kills them. So just because you caught 300 pieces in a throw doesn't mean that you're gonna have bait in 20 or 30 minutes because they're gonna die. Right now, every one of these baits will live. There you go, guys. You kids, grab those threads and there you go. Just throw them right in the net and then take them right on back, throw them in the live well. That's gonna get y'all some fish here in a little while.
On the next Scouting for Adventure.
Get real.
With their bait secured, the boys from Troop 101 will return to the water in search of that elusive tarpon.
Trying to catch him? Just let him go. Just let him go. You see what happens when you don't have bananas?
Yes.
Scoutmaster, the man. That was weird.
I saw that double splash.
We'll jump right here. Real. Shark on him. Shark, real.
Oh.